back to another weekly tarot reading from Junodrome Institute of Arts. Hopefully you can hear me okay. We're going live today from the Spot Market at the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon, so that's pretty exciting. So if you are new to one of these, hopefully hopefully the sound is okay this week, but I'm here doing a sale, doing tarot readings and selling some really cool art and stuff. So if you happen to be in Portland, I'll be here until 6. You're welcome to come along. But before we get into that, we have a weekly reading here to get into what we can expect for all of the zodiac signs. We're going to go into each sign and go from there. So let's get right into it. All right, so first sign we have is Aries. So what can our Aries signs expect for the week ahead? Well, first of all, you have the Seven of Cups, which talks about being in a position of having a lot of options. And sometimes that can be confusing, right? So I think that this week there might be a moment where you feel a little bit overwhelmed at the possibilities and maybe a little bit confused at which direction to go. But we have some hints on how you can kind of figure that out for yourself. So one of the biggest ones here is the Two of Cups. This talks about meeting with other people in maybe like partnerships and that kind of thing. But also though, for you and in this moment, I think that one of the things that's going to really help you figure out what direction to move in is really connecting into your own inner being, right? Your own heart, your own inner self. Because a lot of times this card can talk about connecting in with oneself and being in a position to have that kind of power within yourself and connect into your own personal energy. So I think that if you can go within and understand yourself on a deeper level, you'll start to get a better understanding on how to move forward. One way that you can do that here is with the Six of Cups. This talks about happy memories from the past. So having a position to remember the things in life that really light you up and bring you a sense of satisfaction and happiness from the things you liked in childhood sometimes. That could help you as well. So if you're trying to decide which direction to go in, think about the things that have inspired you for a long time and start following some of those goals and those dreams that might exist from a long time ago. I think the more that you can put yourself in that position, the more that you feel secure moving forward. Final card, you have the Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles in most decks. And with this card, this talks about really, being in a position to give and to give back and to receive as well. She's a powerful builder of wealth and stability. And so as you're making these decisions for yourself this week, I think that there's an importance in understanding how you can connect to your own sense of giving, and maybe giving back to the community, and community building might be one of these things that can help you push forward in a more positive direction. So Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, that was for you. We're going to move on. Welcome to the chat, everybody. We've got some people watching. We are going live from the Lloyd Center at the Spot Market this week. So I apologize if it's a little bit loud. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you can even hear this. I want to make sure the audio works. Hello, Culture NV. Welcome, welcome. So we're doing a live tarot reading here from a craft market here in Portland, Oregon. We're going to be going down into each of these zodiac signs to get a better understanding on what you can expect for the week ahead. So check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. All three will help. Hey Cameron, welcome. 1 + 1 = 11. Did you knew it? I did not knew it. Good to know. All right, so let's see here. One more. So we're going through, we just did Aries. We're gonna move on now to Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So do watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. All three will get you a better picture on what you can expect for the week ahead. So next up, we have Taurus. For our Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, what can you expect for the week ahead? Oh, interesting. Okay, some repeats. So we got some good some good indications on what can be for the whole collective. Taurus, Aries also got this, the Six of Cups. So for you, I think that there is interesting. Okay, Flip, welcome. Joined late. What's this about? I'm going into each of the zodiac signs to figure out what we can expect for the week ahead. We did Aries. We're now on Taurus. So we're going to figure out what Taurus can expect for the week ahead. Your sun, moon, and rising signs. All three will give you a good triangulation on what to expect. So for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising signs, the Six of Cups talks about happy memories from the past. So there's a sense this week of really reconnecting with some of the older, deeper roots that exist within you, right? So what were some things from a long time ago that inspired you, that made you want to move forward in life? There's going to be a little bit of reconnecting to that energy and bringing that back into your life. So what can you do to reincorporate some of the things that you used to like, some happy things from your past? By bringing those back into your life this week, I think you're going to be feeling really positive moving forward, and you might feel a renewed sense of energy in being able to move forward from a positive direction by bringing back in some of those things. So there's a little bit of that. Now, you are being encouraged to remember that you are the emperor of your life here with the Emperor card. So this card indicates that you really do have all of the tools and power at your disposal to be able to move forward and do anything you need, right? As much as it can be hard to implement sometimes, the Emperor remembers that he can be strategic and plan things out and move things in a slow moving way. I mean, if you think about operating an empire, those decisions don't move very fast, right? They're very slow moving decisions. And so by having this more long view, strategic view of your life this week, I think you might find yourself feeling more empowered to be able to make the decisions you need, right? You are safe here. There's a card indicating safety. So you might have been playing it safe though recently. And so this card can indicate needing to break out of that mold a little bit, open up your heart a little bit, open up your mind to doing things a little bit differently, right? So if you find yourself in the need to switch things up, to change things, to do new things, and you feel a little bit scared to try new things, this card is indicating that it's safe to go out and do more, and to do new things, and to try new things, and explore new possibilities, that by doing so you might open up other avenues for yourself that you would have never expected. So there's an importance in keeping that in mind. Last card, you have the Fool, which is the primordial new beginnings card in this whole deck, right? So with the Fool card, it really is telling us that you have power to move and change and do new things for yourself. So what can you do to start fresh? What can you do to make new signs for yourself? Is there any way that you can move forward from a place of peace and possibility that could help you in the long run, right? This is about starting fresh. This is about having a new beginning. This is about doing things from the start. And this is like the most powerful of the new beginnings cards in the deck. There are many new beginnings cards in the tarot deck, but this one is kind of the most potent out of all of those because it is the very first card in the entire tarot deck. And it really is encouraging you to take those steps, to move in a new direction, to open yourself up to possibilities and not limit yourself to the past, right? So I hope that you keep that in mind, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and that you have an excellent week ahead. We are going to move on now. Welcome to everybody who is tuned in. We are streaming live from the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon here for the Spot Market. This is a weekly tarot reading that I do every week, but this is the first time I'm doing it in a public place, so that's interesting. We are giving you different understandings on what to expect for the week ahead based on all of the zodiac signs. So far we have done Aries and Taurus. We're going to move on now to Gemini. So welcome in everybody. Thank you for joining in here. It's great to have people with us here. Hopefully you can hear me all right. If you have any trouble hearing, let me know in the chat. I would be happy to know. I don't really know what I can do about it, but at least knowing if it's a challenge is good to know, right? All right, so next up we have Gemini. Let's go into what can our Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising signs expect. I do encourage you to watch all three, your Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you have two in one, maybe that one is a little bit more powerful than some of the others, but we're gonna dive in now. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, what can you expect for the week ahead? Well, first of all, Gemini, you've got the Five of Wands. So I think that you're entering the week feeling a little bit stuck in some area. Now, that doesn't have to be scary, right? And I'm not predicting that you're going to end up stuck, but this is just indicating some areas in your life where you're already feeling stuck. Those are going to be highlighted this week. Now, this can be internal struggle or external struggle. It can indicate both. A lot of times it can talk about the mind and how we have different conflicting interests going on, different ideas, different thought processes, and how sometimes our mental landscape can be such a jumble that it's hard to even understand what's happening or how to move forward, right? So I think for you, there might be a little bit of that energy as you enter the week, but we have some help on how we can move forward with it. A part of where that's coming from, I think, is this is the grief card. So this talks about challenging situations and experiencing loss and grief. And so you might be ruminating on past experiences that you've gone through that have put you in challenging situations. And so you may be entering the week with some of those challenges, either subconscious or consciously in your mind. And this is giving you an encouraging moment to try to move through those, to give yourself the time and the space to calm yourself and feel all that you need to feel. So it's very important to remember that all of your feelings are valid at all times, even if they're challenging feelings, right? That if we allow ourselves the time and the space to feel all that we need to feel, it opens up the possibilities of being able to move forward from a positive place, right? So the thing is, when you try to ignore feelings, even the challenging feelings, they get locked inside, right? And so it makes it harder for you to be able to do a lot of things. And those feelings never go away. Ignoring them doesn't get rid of them. It just buries them inside. And then you end up in this kind of like unknown space where you don't know why you're feeling what you're feeling and things feel numb even, right? So I think you're being encouraged, even if you go through any kind of challenging feelings this week, to just feel them, to let yourself feel it, because maybe it's an opportunity to let it go, right? And sometimes we just had a full moon, and so full moon energy a lot of the time comes with things that we're ready to let go of. The things in our life that we are no longer serving us, that we're ready to let go of, sometimes those pop into our minds as an opportunity to move through them and to let go. And so I think this week might be a little bit of that. But as you move through those challenging emotions, it opens up new possibilities. And that's why it's important this week that you start this by just opening your heart to feeling all that you need to, and that from there, it can open you up to new possibilities to move forward, because this is about moving forward. This is about the prospect of being able to journey forward from your life and create something new and powerful for yourself. So taking the time to do that this week, I think, is going to be really important with that Two of Wands. Finally, you have the Empress card, and with the Empress, this is a powerful moment of being able to create for yourself new possibilities. This is birthing creativity into your life. This is about creation, making new things, creative projects, working on art, artistic process. And so one thing that could really help you move forward and move through these emotions might be making some powerful art, maybe journaling, maybe writing your thoughts down, maybe drawing pictures, doing that kind of thing. I think the more that you can do that this week, the more that it opens you up to open possibilities of being able to move forward. So anyway, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, that's my reading for you. We are going to move on now to Cancer. This is live tarot reading. If you're in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. We got one person in the chat right now. Can you hear me okay? Is the audio all right? Let me know if you're able. This is live weekly tarot readings. We do these every week. Today I'm live streaming from the Spot Market at the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon. That is why it's so loud. So hopefully you can hear me okay. We are going through each of the zodiac signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, to figure out what you can expect for the week ahead. We're going to move on now to Cancer. If you are in the chat and you can hear this, do let me know that the audio is working. If the audio is not working, I would love to know that too. So let me know if you can hear this okay. We're going to move on now to Cancer. We need one more card for Cancer. One more card, please. All right, great. All right. Okay, so Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What can you expect for the week ahead? Well, this is a powerful week opening you up to a new place. This card is like a portal card here. Now, this card, usually it indicates moving forward. It can indicate journeying. It can indicate taking the next steps. But in this particular deck, it indicates a portal opening into your life to create for yourself this opening to a new place, right? And that can be a physical new place, but it can also be a new state of being. That you might be opening up a portal this week into a new state of being, into a powerful new reality, to open yourself into new processes, new ways of doing things, new understandings. There's a lot of that opening up. So really open yourself up to this new energy because it wants to come into your life here. And it is a new beginning as well, because you have the Fool, which another card had too. So this is really powerful. Collectively, we're in a powerful new beginning moment. With this card here, this is indicating the opening of new life, new possibilities, new understandings, new realities, right? So what could you do if you could do anything and move in any direction, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So fortune is in your favor. This is a great moment, an opportune moment to try new things, to take risks, to get out there, to put yourself out there, and to make things happen. So take some time for that. If you feel as though you don't know where to move, what to do, how to move forward, this could mean experimenting. It can mean taking the time to try new things and to just do something just because you really never know where it's going to end up if you do that. With the Father of Swords, this is about clear analytical thinking. This is the King of Swords in most decks, and he is a very clear-headed person, and he's able to think through all of his challenges and all of the situations and come to a clear understanding on the other side. So you have that clear-headed thinking, that analytical thinking in your wheelhouse this week, and you're being encouraged to do that. Don't make knee-jerk emotional decisions this week. Make clear analytical thinking be the main part of your process moving forward. If you can do that, I think you'll end up leaving the week feeling really secure and really good about yourself. So anyway, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, that was my reading for you. We are going through each of the zodiac signs to figure out what everyone can expect for the week ahead. We've done the first few here. We're going to move on now. I'm streaming live from the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon, here doing a sale at the spot market at the Lloyd Center. If you are in Portland and you'd like a private reading from me, I will be doing them at a special $10 discounted rate here. So you're welcome to come in. If you're in Portland, come check us out. Otherwise, we're going to keep doing some readings here live. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Welcome to everybody who's in the chat. We're going to keep going now. We're going through your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, what to expect for all three for the week ahead. And yeah, let's keep going. So this is now, after Cancer, we have Leo. So Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, what can you expect for the week ahead? Well, interesting. It's interesting how some of these cards tend to bleed into each other, right? And that's because collectively we have a lot of the different energies in all of our charts. So these end up being kind of collective readings as well sometimes. But for you, Leo, I think you're having an opportunity to take the next steps and to journey, right? This could indicate travel. So travel could be something that's really big and important for you this week, but it can also be about journeying inward as well and taking the time to think about things from a new place, to have a deeper level of understanding, and to take your time at that. So what can you do to take some time to understand things from a deeper level and to process all that you need to process internally? This could be about doing some deep inner traveling work, maybe some inner shamanic work, if that's something that resonates with you. Take that as it resonates though. But this could be an opportunity for you to think about things on a deeper level. I think that you don't necessarily know all of the steps ahead of you, and maybe that's causing you anxiety. And so this week it might be an opportunity to just take the next step, right? When the Moon card comes up, it indicates not knowing everything that's coming, but knowing what your next step is anyway, and taking that next step, having the faith that your direction will lead you in the right way. And maybe you won't end up exactly where you think you're going to be, but it can help you out in the long run. Hello, Zetai, welcome. We're doing live tarot readings here, going into the your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Right now we're on Leo, so welcome in. So with the Moon, you might not understand everything that's happening, but that doesn't mean that you can't start taking the steps in the direction that you think, because even if you end up changing directions, at least it'll start triangulating you in the right way. With the Mother of Wands, this is the Queen of Wands in most decks. She's a master manifester. She's able to create anything for herself and have this like magic wand and make it happen, right? So this is a powerful week for you of transforming some of your visions and ideas and hopes into concrete reality. And of course, instantaneous manifestation is not really a thing, right? Things take time. It takes time to make things happen. It takes time to build things into your life. And so that's something to keep in mind. But this week is going to be a powerful momentum that you can ride to help bring things in. So what can you do to make things happen on a more visceral, creative level for yourself? I think if you can do that this week, you'll start to feel more secure in yourself and in reality, so that by the end of the week, you'll be feeling really positive about where you're moving. Now, finally, you have the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles in most decks. The Knights, to me, always indicate the movement in the reading. Where is the movement for you this week? And so for you, Leo, I think the biggest movement happening for you is in the physical world. This is changes in your physical world. Maybe that means you're thinking about moving or changing jobs or something like that. It could be that, but it doesn't have to be that big. You know, this could be about taking new pathways to work. This could be about exploring your physical world. And you know, travel, like I said before, travel meant something for you too. So it could be a great moment for you to travel even locally. You know, it could be like going to that park that you always wanted to and you never made it to, or walking through that neighborhood that you've always seen on the map but you just never made it over there, right? It could be a great moment for doing that kind of thing and exploring, because you never know what can pop up when you do that sort of thing, right? By having that open, spontaneous understanding, you can move yourself through the world and have things pop in on this like really cool, magical, interesting level that maybe if you just stuck to your routines, you would never end up entering. So, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, that was my reading for you. We're going to move on now. Welcome to everybody who's in the chat. This is a weekly live tarot reading from Junodrome Intuitive Arts. I do these every week. This week, though, I am streaming to you live from the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon, which is pretty cool. So I'm doing a sale here. I'm selling some of my artwork as well as doing tarot readings for people. So if you happen to be in Portland, I'll be here till 6 p.m. and I will be doing special discounted $10 readings. So if you want to make it over here to the Lloyd Center, you're welcome to. Otherwise, welcome into the chat, everybody. We're doing your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, what to expect for the week ahead. If you would like a private reading for me, they are available on my website. You can find information at www.junodrome.com. Go ahead and check on the channel page if you want a link to that. I do offer private readings online. So if you can't make it to Portland, Oregon, and you'd like a private reading for me, I do have many on my website. Once again, that's www.junodrome.com. We're doing your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the week. We are moving on now to Virgo. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, what can you expect? Well, first of all, you have the Chariot. So for my Virgos this week, this is going to be a fast week, I think, for you. The pace is going to be up, and the momentum's going to be moving in a positive direction. But you're going to be feeling as though you're charging forward on certain things, and that's something powerful to keep in mind. So take the time and the opportunity to move yourself forward on that positive level, and take that momentum and move it forward, right? So as things are moving faster, what can you do to use that momentum to your advantage, right? And not get steamrolled in one direction or another, but move forward in that positive direction. Now, you have the Magician card. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you are being encouraged to take the time to make things happen and to do things and to know that you have more power at your disposal than maybe you think you do. And that's important to keep in mind, that you have the power and the ability to create anything for yourself. You can harness all of the elements around you and move them in a new direction for yourself, right? So take the time to think about what you want and think about how you can implement things into your life in a certain direction to be able to do things, to bring things in, to make things happen. The more that you can do that, the better. Apologize for the audio. I might just have to pause for a second so we can just take a look at these cards as this audio is going. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I might just keep moving. You've got the Wheel of Fortune card. Actually, I have to pause for a second. So we're just going to pause while this sale is happening. Right there. What about Joanne Edgeworth? The whole family's on that. Okay. Joanne, Edgeworth family. We're doing live reading at a festival here in Portland, so I have to be quiet for a second as that's happening. So we'll get into the reading again in just a moment here.
Tammy Vogel. Woo, Tammy, here. Woo! Everybody come to Tammy.
All right. Somebody just won a raffle here at the Spot Market. If you happen to be in Portland, that's happening for the rest of the day. You're welcome to come check that out.
Maya. Look, Maya. Woo, there she is. Everybody go to Maya. Go to the winner. Woo.
We'll get back to the reading in just a moment, everybody.
Now we'll have our next raffle in.
Okay, so, whoops, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So with the Wheel of Fortune, this is giving you the opportunity to have some good luck in your week, right? I think that things might be working out for you on a level that maybe you're not expecting. And so implement that, use that. If things could work out in your favor, what would you do, right? Would you do things differently if you didn't have to worry about whether things would work or not? And if you would, maybe it's time to implement that aspect into your life anyway. Make some choices. Take a few risks. You don't have to go crazy, but a few risks might help you move in a positive direction, right? Okay, you have finally the Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords in most decks. And with this card, this is about having clear analytical thinking moving you forward this week. So having a clear spot. Hey, Layla, welcome. I'm glad you could join us. Let me know if you can hear okay. I'm streaming live from a sale here in Portland. I'm at the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon, doing a special craft fair where I'm selling tarot readings and my artwork and also live streaming. So that's great. Anyway, with the King of Swords, this is an opportunity for you to have a very clear analytical thinking moving you forward. So if you're confused at which direction to move in or how to make decisions, this week is going to be important for you to make decisions from a very clear perspective, right? An analytical perspective, thinking about things. Don't make knee-jerk emotional decisions. This is about really thinking things through and using that powerful analytical mind that you have. That will help you. Yes, I hear the music, but I can hear and understand you fine. Great. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Layla. All right, so that was for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. We're going to go through each of the zodiac here to figure out what you can expect for the week. If you would like a private reading from me, they are available on my website. You can find information at junodrome.com, or you can check on the channel page. There'll be a link to my website on the channel page, so you can check that out if you want. Also, if you happen to be in Portland, Oregon, you're welcome to stop by the Spot Market at the Lloyd Center for the rest of the day. I'm here until 6 p.m. and I'm doing a special discounted rate on my readings, so you're welcome to do that. Glad mine are at the end. Yeah, I know. It's nice you got all three at the very end here. You could come in late and be totally fine. I think I don't even know if we're halfway through yet. We're almost halfway through, I think. So yeah, we just did Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. We're going to move on now to Libra in just a moment. So what do our Libra signs need to know for the week? Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What can you expect for the week ahead? Well, first of all, you got the Nine of Pentacles, which is it's a very abundant card. So you have an abundant time coming into your life this week. Layla, unfortunately, I'm in Portugal. Yeah, a different port, right? Yeah, that's great. That's cool. You're in Portugal, though. That's awesome. I thought you lived in Brazil, but are you visiting Portugal or did you move? That's cool either way. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles talks about feeling open to the possibilities of life. The thing about this card is it's an abundant card, but it's about choosing yourself in building that abundance, in honoring yourself. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a selfish way, you know, sometimes it can be thought of in that way, but it's kind of about not being afraid to make the choices and decisions you need to bring in the abundance for yourself. And you can share it later, you know, but you can also experience it for yourself too. And sometimes it's important to put yourself into, oh, okay, now I live in Portugal, but I never really knew. That's cool. Good for you. So taking the time um, to bask in your own private garden, right? So to take the time to feel good about yourself and to let yourself experience the finer things when you give them to yourself, right? And give back to yourself. Maybe you've been giving to others a little bit too much, and so this week is an important moment to give back to yourself in all the important ways, right? So take the time for that. I think this week as well, Libra, you have the Ace of Cups, so it's new beginnings, and there's been a lot of new beginnings cards coming up this week. So clearly we're on this new start. Oh, Zetai lives in Brazil. Cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's really neat. Okay. So what new opportunities do you have entering into your life? With the Ace of Cups, it's an opening to feel something different in your emotions, in your emotional space. This is about clearing out your emotions and feeling new. It's about really taking the steps to bring in true happiness for yourself. So what can you do to feel happy? What can you do to make happy decisions, right? What does that even mean? I think especially with these two together, it's about not being afraid to make some choices and decisions for yourself to let in your own happiness. And not being afraid obviously if you have responsibilities for other people and you need to help out others, then that's fine. But beyond that, though, maybe this is about putting yourself first a little bit and building things for yourself a little bit so that as you move forward, you'll be in a more positive place. And maybe you can help out even more from that place, you know? You got 2 2s, so that's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Those are some angel numbers there. With the Two of Wands, this is about journeys, taking journeys and moving forward from that positive direction as you journey forward in life. And with the Two of Cups, it's about uniting forces either in a partnership with somebody else or honestly, and I think it's more this week, it can be about connecting into yourself on a deeper level and using that deep self energy and that self-love energy to help you move forward. And I really do think for you, it's about thinking about what your needs are, letting yourself feel all the things you need to feel, and move forward from a place of trying to create your own happiness. I think the more that you can do that this week, the more that you'll leave the week feeling really secure and able to journey forth on that positive level. This could be travel, you might be traveling, but it can also be about taking inward journeys. Maybe learning how to think about things differently, taking a journey into your own mind to figure out why you think the way that you do, and maybe changing some of those thought processes so you can move forward from a more clear, positive place. So anyway, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, that was my reading for you. We're going to move on. Welcome to everybody who is watching in the chat. This is a live tarot reading. I do these every week to figure out what you can expect based on your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This week, I have a special edition. I'm streaming to you live from the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon. I'm doing a sale here. If anybody happens to be in the U.S. in Portland, Oregon today, you're welcome to stop on by. I'm doing some special discounted rates on my tarot readings, but I also offer them online. So if you would like a private reading from me, you can find them on my website. That's at www.junodrome.com. And hello, welcome. How's it going? I've got a bunch of artwork for sale here. Most of these are prints. They're all $1. I'm also streaming tarot reading live, so if you see me doing that, that's what's going on here. But yeah, I have some really cool Portland postcards I made. I'm selling those for $1.
That's so cool.
And yeah, and then the rest of those are from my my hand-designed deck. I'm not selling the tarot deck yet, but I have a lot of the designs there as like test prints that I'm selling for $1. So, and then I'm offering tarot readings as well. So those are $10 for a reading.
Well, are you streaming one right now? Can I watch you?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now. You're welcome to tune in. I'm going through all of the zodiac signs to try to figure out like what we can expect for the week. And right now I am on, after Libra, is Sagittarius, and then I'm going in a circle. Yeah. Capricorn and Aquarius. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so I got Sagittarius, Capricorn. You got Aquarius. Okay. And I'm Capricorn. And you're Capricorn. Okay. Yeah. So I should be on. I'm going to do Sagittarius, and then I'll be on Capricorn. So yeah, you're welcome to hang out if you want. Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, my YouTube channel is Junodrome Intuitive Arts, so you're welcome to follow along there too. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Okay, everybody, welcome in live. Thanks for watching. Oh, Scorpio, right. You're right. I almost missed Scorpio. Thank you, Layla. After Libra is Scorpio. You're right. Okay, so this is for Scorpio. I have the blanket intention that they'll go in order. So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Thank you, Layla, for keeping me honest. Scorpio, what can you expect this week? All right, Judgment card. So, with the Judgment card, this is an intense one. So, Judgment is all about coming into this place of, it's kind of like reframing your past based on your present experience. It's about realizing that the you that you were when you were going through those challenging things may not exist anymore. And maybe with your new perspective and your new place of understanding, that can help you feel better about the past a little bit, right? So understanding that, you were doing the best that you could when you were going through what you went through. And maybe now, with your new perspective, you realize you would never go through that kind of thing again in that way. And that maybe you can share some of that understanding and love with your past self. You might be feeling a little bit of that energy this week. I think this is interesting. With the Six of Wands, this is the victory card, and you see with this one in particular, it's about victory rising out of the challenge. And I think that you're finally at that. I mean, look at that. Scorpio, you have some really intense energy of rising above the challenge and the difficulty. And I think this week is really going to be about that. It's going to be about understanding that you have the power to make things happen and to make anything happen, You've got both the King and Queen of Wands, and these are master manifesting cards. These are powerful manifestors. They create anything for themselves. They're able to charge forward and make things happen. And for you, this week in particular, you have an opportunity to really ask yourself what you want and start implementing the tools and the power to make it happen, because whatever you want, you can have, And so really the limitation is just in your imagination and in what you believe is possible. But you're being encouraged to believe that anything is possible for yourself here. So take the time for that here. You really have that opportunity. With the Six of Cups, this is about happy memories from the past. So maybe there are some past dreams that have gotten left behind. And this week is an opportunity for you to bring those back. As you forgive yourself for maybe forgiving yourself for not being further along than you wanted, or failing in the past at something, or perceived failing, right? Maybe it was just bringing you to the point where you could become ready for it. And maybe now is a moment where you could actually be ready for it. So any kind of assumption that you have of this can't happen now because in the past it didn't happen, that doesn't mean it can't happen now. And you have that opportunity to open yourself to that new energy. Finally, don't necessarily listen to those around you telling you what you can and can't do. The Hermit card is telling you to go off on your own and to build your own perspective. And so maybe this is an opportunity for you to really build in this powerful understanding of life and self so that you can move forward from that more open perspective in the long run, right? So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. That was my reading for you. I hope that it resonates. Let me know in the comments what you think. We are streaming live from the Lloyd Center in Portland, so welcome. This is the spot market here. I'm selling some of my artwork and tarot readings as well as doing this live stream. So if you see me pause and talk to people in real life, that's because I'm also running a booth. But anyway, we're going to move on. We're doing weekly tarot readings for everybody involved. If you would like a private reading from me, they are available on my website. You can find information at www.junodrome.com, or go ahead and click the channel page. It'll have a link to the website there. Also, if you happen to be randomly in Portland, Oregon, I know this is a global platform, but who knows? I am here at the Lloyd Center until 6 doing a special discounted $10 reading, so you can come to that if you want. But we're going to move on. We just had Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. We're going to move on now to Sagittarius. Great. All right, so Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What can you expect for the week ahead? Well, first of all, you have the Eight of Cups. So for my Sagittarius, this is a week of moving away from something, and it's a kind of a tough one, you know. Like the thing about the Eight of Cups, it's one of the most challenging moving on cards because it kind of requires you to take the steps yourself. So I think that this week you're going to realize that there are things in your life that maybe are not working the way that you want them to, and this might be an opportunity to really fully realize that and to finally walk away from some of those things, right? The thing about the Eight of Cups is these Eight of Cups, they worked for a long time. They were things that you needed once upon a time. They were helping you for a while. They were things that you wanted even. And so this week you might be realizing that maybe some of those things that you wanted in the past, you just don't want anymore. And you know, the thing is, it can be challenging to walk away from the positive things in life or the previously positive things in life that maybe are no longer there for helping us. It can be hard to acknowledge that and to finally move on from certain things. But I think this week you really are being encouraged to do that and to take those steps, because the more that you can, the more that you feel a little bit clearer and calmer within yourself in the long run. You've got the Emperor card, and that's, you know, it's encouraging you to remember that you can make anything happen for yourself, that all of the tools that are at your disposal to create anything into your life, and maybe take that opportunity to do that. This is a time and a place and an energy for you to allow in positive new things and to create new things. The Emperor, you know, he runs an entire empire, and he doesn't do it all on his own. He's able to flow and change and make things happen to move in a new direction. And so I think you're being encouraged to take the reins of your life into your own hands and to charge forward from that new place. I think if you can do that, it'll leave you feeling like you're really capable of making things happen. And you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, which talks about balance and asking for help too. So, you know, the thing about the Emperor, and I almost said this and I didn't, but I'm glad this came up with this one. The Emperor card, the Emperor delegates tasks, right? An emperor can't run an empire alone. He needs all of the people around him supporting him in order to make that empire run and function. And so too in your own life, you don't have to do it all alone. And I think that Sagittarius, this week you're being encouraged to look at what your support structure is, to reach out to people, to get help from those that you need it from, and to help those around you. This could be a great opportunity for knowing that there are those in your life who can be helpful, and maybe you can provide help to others as well. And there's that reciprocal action of you helping others, others helping you, going back and forth in that way. I think there's a real opportunity to be able to do that, and that bringing in some positive understanding for yourself. Finally, you have the Daughter of Wands, and the daughters are the page, so it's about learning new things. And in the Wands aspect of it, it's about learning new things that inspire you. So maybe learning new ways to bring in your inspirations into your life and to feel inspired again. You know, you might discover some new things in your life that can help you regain a feeling of inspiration that maybe you weren't having before, that you could feel more inspired to take actions and to move in a positive direction by making and implementing some of those changes into your life. So anyway, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, that was my reading for you. I hope that it resonates. We're going through all of the zodiac signs, everyone's Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. We just did Sagittarius. We're going to move on now. Next up is Capricorn. If you would like a private reading for me, they are available on my website. You can find information at junodrome.com. Today I am streaming live from the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon in the U.S. I am doing it's a fun craft market here where I'm selling some of my artwork and selling tarot readings and streaming to you live. So welcome. We're going to move on now to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What do our Capricorns need to know for the week ahead? Well, first of all, Capricorn, you got the Hanged Man. So let's tune into that real quick. The Hanged Man is a stuck card. There are a few stuck cards in the tarot. This particular one, though, this person has done this on purpose. This person is stuck because they have hung themselves upside down in order to learn something. And so this can mean that sometimes there's an importance in taking a pause, in taking a break, and learning new things based on on that pause, right? So if you're feeling as though life is forcing you to stop the momentum, maybe this is a week to embrace that, to slow down, to rest, to recoup your energy, and to learn what this pause, this stuck energy is teaching you, because it might be teaching you something valuable and important. So if you feel stuck, embrace it a little bit this week and take this pause as an opportunity to rest, to regain energy, to regain strength, to help you move forward. Now, you have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in most decks. The Knights to me always indicate the movement of the energy. What is the energy doing for you this week? And for you to have the energy be in the Cups place, this is about moving through emotions. And I think that maybe a part of why you're being stuck this week is to give yourself the time and the space to move through any challenging emotions that might be stuck somewhere in your energy field, in your energy body. So if you feel this situation where you have these challenging emotions going on, let yourself slow down and feel it and let it go through the system, flush it out of your energy system so that you can come to a sense of clarity, right? There might be an opportunity for that. And there might be some important wisdom that you can gain from being in that emotional state. Layla says, oh goodness. Oh man, yeah. I know, challenging emotions are, they're not easy. A lot of emotions. Yeah, I understand that. But I think with this card in particular, it's encouraging you to move through them, even though they're a lot. Give yourself the space, maybe do some journaling, some creative expression on your own. Give yourself space, light some candles, put on your calming Zen music, pull out your favorite pillow and scream into it, right? Those kinds of things. The more that you can do that, the more that you can come to the other side of it feeling good, right? Because you have the Mother of Swords. She's a very clear-headed, analytical thinking person. So I think that by giving yourself that emotional flush, right, to have the space to really do that emotional detox almost, feeling everything, letting it flow through, you might leave the week feeling very clear-headed, very clear-minded, having that more open perspective, having that more analytical mind being able to move you forward so that you can have these clear understandings of maybe your trajectory, a clearer picture on how you can move forward in a positive direction. By moving through those emotions, it opens you up to that place and that ability to do that. Need to do more dancing. Yes, dancing is a great way to get it all out. Absolutely. Go to a dance club or something. Or just dance in your own house, Finally, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about putting in a lot of hard work into a lot of different areas. The thing about this card is, that hard work, it's almost being at the harvest, but not being there yet. It's that point in the growing season when the fruit is on the plant, but it's just not ripe. So it can be tantalizing and impatient almost, because you see that things are happening, you see that things can go. I do somatic dance by myself at home. Oh, Layla, nice. Oh, that sounds great. I've never done that, but that sounds excellent. With that Seven of Pentacles, it's like you see that the thing is working, but if you stop now, it's done, right? Like if you pick the plant when it's not ripe, that's it. It's never going to be ripe, right? So this is giving you that time to remember to just keep putting in the work, keep pushing forward, keep doing that one step at a time. The more that you can do that, the more that you open yourself up to an opportunity in the long run to be able to move forward in a positive direction. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, that was my reading for you. We're going to move on. We're doing tarot readings for the week ahead for your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. We've gone through most of the zodiac at this point. We've got a few more left. We've got Aquarius and Pisces left up here. If you would like a private reading for me, they are available on my website. You can find information at junodrome.com, as well as checking out the channel page. It's on there as well. I do encourage you to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. All three will give you a good trajectory of where to go moving forward here. And welcome into the chat, everybody. So we're going to move on now to Aquarius. What do our Aquariuses need to know? Oops, missing one. I need one. Oh, there it is. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What can you expect for the week ahead? Well, okay, interesting. Seven of Pentacles as well. Okay, so that's another collective message. With this one, it's about We just went through it with Capricorn, but something to keep in mind with this is about being in putting in a lot of hard work into certain areas and not quite seeing the results yet, but knowing that it's leading you somewhere, and being stuck in that impatient place of wishing that it was ready, but it's not quite ready, and being kind of like, oh, I just want this to be finished. So you might be feeling a little impatient this week. And so just be gentle with yourself, be gentle with your own sensibility. It's okay to be impatient. It's okay to have those feelings. Feel all you need to feel, but just keep putting in the work where you know you need to. Keep pushing forward one step at a time, because the more that you can, it is leading you somewhere. And it's important to remember that this will lead you in that direction as long as you keep doing and you keep moving forward. Ayla says, sounds about right. Yeah, I know. It's hard though. It's a hard thing. When you have the Temperance card. Oh, actually, let's do this one first. You've got the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is anxiety. So I think, between these two, putting in that work, not seeing results, it might be leading you to feel a little bit anxious too. As much as you might be feeling impatient, and you might be feeling anxious, you might be feeling like a little bit uneasy. So just be gentle with yourself. These types of feelings, it's important to remember that they're just feelings. They're just in the mind. It's just mental. And I mean, not to negate it, like those feelings are valid, but it's important not to let them take over everything, because at the end of the day, you can come out of it, and so this is an opportunity this week to really give yourself some gentle energy and to work with yourself on a gentle level. Be peaceful and compassionate with yourself. And when you see yourself spiraling, take some time to come back, to breathe, to be in your own center and your own energy, and that'll help you out. You've got the World card. And the World card is about getting to the next chapter, right? And so I think that once you move through this, you realize that you're further along than you think, because that's what the Seven of Pentacles means sometimes too, that you're on that trajectory, and you're on the precipice of a new beginning, of a new chapter, of leveling up. So keep working with it. One way that you can finally get to this leveling up energy is by embracing the idea that sometimes the challenging things can be taken and changed and manipulated to create something beneficial for you. And that's going to be up to you to figure out what that means. But this is about alchemy. It's about taking different forces, opposite things, pushing them together in an amazing way and coming forward and creating something new and brilliant and incredible. This is a card that represents like that energy of making lemonade when life throws you lemons, right? So what can you do to take the things that are seemingly not great and shift them and move them to your favor to create something really beautiful and positive and beneficial? You have the opportunity to do that this week. So anyway, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, that was my reading for you. I hope that it resonates. We're going to move on now. Welcome to everybody who's watching live. We are streaming live from the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon, here at the Spot Market. I'm here at a craft fair selling some tarot readings, some of my artwork. I'll show you at the very end. I'm going to show you all of the art that I'm selling, because I think that's kind of fun. I don't really show it off on the channel all that much, but I'd like to more. We've gone through all of the zodiac signs to figure out what everybody needs to know. Layla says, when life throws you lemons, throw them back at life. Yes, exactly. I feel that. Totally. Take that, lemon. So we've gone through all of the zodiac signs except for Pisces. So we're going to move on now to Pisces. Then we'll do a collective reading, and then I'll show you a little bit of my artwork that I'm selling here. I'll show you what the Lloyd Center looks like here. It's a fun little market if you want to check it out. Okay, so Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What can you expect for the week ahead? Well, you also have this new beginnings energy. It's come up so much, so this is very clearly an important collective message. But you have both the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. So with the Fool card, this is the primordial beginnings. This is new energy. This is new beginnings, new possibilities, creating something different for yourself, living in a place of possibility and creation and joy, and moving forward from that joy and to make something positive and beautiful and beneficial for yourself. So what can you do to create that positive new beginning into your life? The more that you can bring that in, the more that it opens you up to powerful possibilities. This new beginning for you is in the pentacles here. So the pentacles are all about the physical world. This is your body, the embodied world. Zetai says, I got the Fool twice. Wow. Okay, so yeah, it's a powerful new beginning for you then, absolutely. What will you do with this new opportunity to make anything happen, to move fresh, to have this brand new start, this opening? With that Ace of Pentacles, it could be new house, new job, new place of living, new car, new health routine, new gym membership, new something like that, right? New in the physical world. So you have an opportunity this week to make some changes to your life in what your day-to-day life looks like that can be really beneficial and positive in the long run for you and help you create something amazing for yourself. You have the Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords in most decks, and he's very clear-headed analytical thinking. And so you have this tool of your own analytical thinking to be an important thing for yourself. So what can you do to cut out the things in life that are ready to cut out? What can you do to move forward from that positive direction, to help yourself create something different and new and wonderful and clear out all of the stuff that is ready to go, not being afraid to cut out the things in life that are holding you back and moving forward from that place of knowing that it's going to be really positive in the long run. Finally, we have the Star card. So the Star is this light in the darkness. This is a shining, bright new moment of peace and possibility, even when things seem crazy and dark and awful around you, knowing that the heart is still there, that life can give you this peace within, that exists and is possible to connect to for everyone and on all things. So finding the time to be able to connect to that energy so you can move forward from that place. So anyway, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, that was my reading for you. We've got one more reading for the collective. If you would like a private reading, they are available on my website. You can find that at Junodrome.com. I like my 2-fish reading. Yeah, nice, exactly. Double fish. So anyway, I'm streaming live right now from the Lloyd Center in Portland, Oregon in the US. If you happen to be in Portland, you're welcome to stop by today. I'm here until 6. I'm giving a special discounted readings for $10. I also sell private readings on my website. You can find that on Junodrome.com. I would love to give you one. There's many different options at many different price points. You can also find my website on the channel page. So if you click on the channel page, it should have a link to the website there. So go ahead and find that there. We're going to move on now to the collective. What does the collective need to know today? What does the collective need to know? I need one more card. One more. There it is. All right. What does the collective need to know today? All right. So, actually, the biggest thing that needs to be talked about, it didn't pop up here, but there was new beginnings cards throughout pretty much every single reading. So we're in a moment right now where things are new and there are new possibilities. So even as challenging things are occurring, what can you do to help yourself move forward from a positive direction? There's opportunity to do that. So what can you do to implement new things into your life? How can you change things and move in a new direction to help build a positive aspect for yourself and for everybody? Now is a great time and opportunity to do that. With this 8 of Wands, this is swift, fast-moving energy, and look at it, it's like a lightning bolt. So the momentum is going to be really fast this week, I think, for us as a collective, and the energy is going to be intense, and it's going to be pushing forward. It's going to feel electric. So take some time out to calm yourself down, to slow yourself down, so that you're not burning out, right? Because sometimes those electric energy moments can be very intense. So if you're feeling that intensity, take some time for yourself, for self-care, coming back into yourself. We have the Daughter of Cups, which means learning how to do things differently for our emotions. So taking the time to learn how to feel things differently, learn how to understand yourself on an emotional level that might be in a different place than where you've been in the past. Taking the time for that this week, I think, would be really helpful for you. Understanding that there's new beginnings, new possibilities, new understandings coming up and opening to you, and being open to that, being open to learn how to do things differently, how to see things differently. Yeah, this one came up a lot for everybody. So this is like important, happy memories from the past coming in, past inspirations, past dreams, past ideas, bringing those back into this present moment. Now might be the time to pick back up something that's been put to the side for a long time and taking the time and the energy to move on that idea or that energy, that process, might end up being really powerful for you in the long run. Finally, we've got the Emperor card. So just remember that you have all of the tools at your disposal to make anything happen, and you can create anything for yourself. So anyway, collective, that's my reading for you. Everybody, that was what we can expect for the week ahead. I'm streaming to you live from the Lloyd Center here at the spot market. I'll show you a little bit of what the market looks like here. There's lots of vendors everywhere. It's pretty cool. And today I am selling a bunch of my artwork. At the moment, I'm only selling it in person. If you have any interest in buying it online, though, I mean, let me know in the chat. You can always send me an email. My email is jp@junodrome.com. We can work something out. I'm selling these cool postcards. I would send you a postcard if you want it, so let me know. And I've got all these cool prints. So these are all designs from the tarot deck that I'm designing here. That will be coming out eventually. I will be planning on selling it. Hopefully publishing it with somebody. That's kind of my goal with it. But you can see I got a lot here from those designs. I just did this cool big print yesterday. That's pretty neat. And my cute little zines. So yeah, anyway, that's it from me today. That's it from this week. Thank you so much for tuning in live from the spot market. If you would like, Layla says, those look very cool. Thank you. If you would like a private reading from me, remember they are on my website, junodrome.com. I will be back next week, same time, 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, US. That's 4 Eastern in the United States. You can do some Googling what that means where you are. I'll be back this time next Sunday, as well as having other things out on the channel. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. And that's it for me. So I'll catch you all later. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you later. Bye. And thank you to Layla. Thank you to Zatai for being great in the chat. I appreciate that. That's been great. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much. I'll catch you later. Bye.